Professor James Tan came to us slightly more than 2 years now, right, James?
Yeah,
from Hong Kong as the Dean of the School of Social Sciences, which is this building. This building is essentially School of Social Sciences, and we share it with the School of Economics. There's a whole history behind this. We were originally School of Economics and Social Sciences, and then we decided to, sort of bifurcate ourselves. So now we've got Economics and Social Sciences. So we're very, very happy, and thank you, James, for honoring us to be the chief guest tonight. So could I please invite you to say a few words? Yeah.
Thank you, I'm actually not too sure what the role of the guest of honor is. You make me the sort of guest of honor. To me, you are the guest of honor, right? And we really have the wonderful opportunity to have Kimball here and such an excellent, prominent pianist with us. I welcome everyone, and I'm really pleased that the School of Social Sciences has some role in helping to facilitate this particular conference and gathering and the performance that we all look forward to. So thank you, and please enjoy, and please.
Okay, over to you, Kimball.
Thank you.
All yours. Thank you.
So as you might see on your program, this is concert number 59 of 88. There's 88 keys on the piano. This is part of a worldwide 7-continent project to play 88 concerts around the world. Many of them are private, sort of either private homes or salon-style venues. And they all have some interaction with the audience and things like that. So I'm going to begin. The first piece I'm going to play is a very famous piece by Beethoven called the Moonlight Sonata. And this was the central piece in a tour that I just completed a few days ago of India, where I partnered with different NGOs that all of which legitimize and organize the waste pickers. And this gets into a whole area of environmental concerns and things like that. And it struck me that one of the connections I can make between Western classical music and these environmental concerns is the concept of economy of means, simply making the most of the materials that you have. And Beethoven is a master of this. It starts with these opening famous 3 notes. And I counted, and I think there's 268 times that rhythm repeats, very, very much like that in just the 4 minutes of the movement. In the third section of the piece, the third movement, those 3 notes become 4 notes. Again, those 4 notes are repeated hundreds of times. So, enjoy. next piece on the program is actually premiered in India just about 2 weeks ago. It's by a wonderful composer named Reena Ismail, and she's Indian American, and she's very interested in not only combining Indian classical elements with Western classical elements in the same music, but also different ways that the same thing is expressed typically in Indian music versus Western music. So this is called Rang de Basant, which means colored spring or something like that. So this is an invocation of spring. besides the United States, the most represented country on this 88 concert tour is actually Tunisia, believe it or not. And just after the revolution, the appointed finance minister of Tunisia is a man named Jalou Layet. And I met him through some friends in Tunisia, and he happens to also be a composer. He's fond of saying, since this is sort of the embodiment of business and art, he says that music is often badly financed, and finance is badly inspired. So just 3 weeks before their election, after the revolution, he set up a concert where I performed about 15 of his works. And then a few months after that, we did a concert at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. that commemorated the first anniversary of the revolution. It was all webcast in Tunisia. So it was good. So I'm going to play you one piece by him. It's called Hamid. It's based on a Tunisian folk novel. Spelling out the names of those people. So if there's two names, you spell out two notes, two sort of fragments of music. This is a tradition that's going on for hundreds of years. Bach did it all the time. He spelled his name B-A-C-H. I can explain the whole system to anyone who wants to know. It's a little bit of an involved explanation. So I'm just going to give you a sampling of some of these. Let's see. Okay. First one was actually dedicated to the Siam Society as well as to the King of Thailand, Bhumibol, who's the longest reigning monarch in the world, you may or may not know. And this piece was actually published recently in the Siam Society Journal and presented to the king in celebration of his 7th cycle. And following that, a piece of music dedicated to Kabul, Afghanistan, and the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, which is the only music school in Afghanistan now and the only one established since the Taliban had banned music. And I'm going to play one a little bit different, dedicated to Uma Thurman. And then following that, dedicated to a young Tunisian girl named Aido, who passed away untimely when she was about 20 years old. And played a concert at their family's home. So we have Thailand, Afghanistan, USA, and Tunisia. sounds like this.
Mystery.
What's that?
Mystery.
Yeah. A mystery wrapped in an enigma.
There you go.